Hello, everybody. This is Joseph P. Farrell with news and views from the Nefarium on Thursday, December 28th, 2017. This will be our last news and views of 2017. And I have to tell you, originally I wasn't going to do one. Um, I thought, well, it's been kind of a slow week, so I might just take the day off. And I was about ready to post a notice that there would be no news and views today when someone sent me this article that appeared on Russia Insider. And this article is so good that I had to share it with you. And I'm probably going to end up reading the whole thing to you because I had to laugh. This is either somebody's idea of a satirical joke and one off on the West's decaying and crumbling system of education, or it's the truth. Either way, you have to laugh. And if it is the truth, and even as satire, there's some truth in it, otherwise, you wouldn't laugh. But if this article is true, then things are really in a very, very bad state, folks. You're not going to believe this. The headline is Russia tops world literacy ranking. US, EU leaders and media call foul. And here we go. This article was published on Sunday, December 17th, 2017. The author's name is Rob Slane. And again, folks, I don't have any idea whether this is a satire, bit of fun, or if this is really an actual piece. My inclination is this is a bit of fun, but the sad fact is there's so much truth in it, you just have to wonder. Anyway, here we go. Quote, the recent news that Russia has topped the Progress in International Reading and Literacy study has sent shockwaves through the civilized world, with analysts believing that this is yet more evidence of a mendacious scheme by the Kremlin to destroy our values and way of life. And right there, I had to laugh because, having good educational standards is now a Kremlin plot to, to destroy to destroy the West. Anyway, continuing. The study, which is based on tests taken every 5 years, measures literacy rates among 10-year-olds around the world, with around 320,000 children across the globe sitting the tests. According to the most recent results, Russian children came in first, whilst children from more enlightened countries, such as the US, UK, and Canada, where we don't know what sex we are, but whatever you feel like you might be on any particular day, hey, go for it. Anyway, more enlightened countries such as the US, UK, and Canada were much further down the list. Has the Kremlin been running a state sponsored duping campaign where the results from the reading tests have been manipulated and falsified to give Russian children higher marks? Only, if this is satire, folks, then it's pretty good because it's really a satire on just how bad things have become in the West. That everything, it used to be it was a Masonic plot or a Jewish plot or a banker's plot or a Vatican Jesuit plot, but now it's Russia is behind everything. Anyway, continuing here. Western analysts are in agreement that this simply cannot be the case, given the vast amounts of money pumped into the education systems of those countries every year. According to a spokesperson for the British government's Department of Education, the results provide yet further evidence of Russia meddling and manipulation, this time using innocent children as pawns in a sinister game. Oh, I love it. As satire, this is just juicy. As everyone knows, whilst Britain has a world class education system that is the envy of every nation, Russia is a poor country where nothing works and everyone is force fed a constant diet of Kremlin propaganda. Given, no, there's no propaganda in the West, folks. Yeah. Given that this is the case, we simply refuse to believe that it is possible for Russian children to have better reading results than British children, and it is obvious to us that the explanation for these results must be a more sinister one. One theory put forward is that the Kremlin has been running a state sponsored duping campaign whereby the results from the reading tests have been manipulated and falsified to give Russian children higher marks than their Western counterparts. I got to tell you, as satire, folks, this is just wonderful. The theory has been put forward by Dr. Georgy Rodzianko, who used to work in the Russian Department for Education before fleeing the country after being arrested for corruption, a charge that is almost certainly trumped up. According to Dr. Rodzianko, who had recently been undergoing treatment for psychological problems, this is exactly what happened. And on the basis of his testimony, there have been calls for Russia to be banned from future tests. Petro Mohila, the Romanian-born metropolitan of Kiev and a great champion of Russian and Ukrainian literacy, his work made even Russian orphans able to read and write at a time when such a literacy level was unheard of in 17th century Western Europe. Another explanation is that the results are actually real, but that they have come about only as a result of a nefarious plot to get children to learn their letters and develop an interest in reading from a very early age. According to some analysts, while many Western toddlers are being taught real life skills, such as learning how to use an iPhone and questioning their gender, Russian children are being forced to learn the alphabet. And folks, that pretty much says it all. According to some reports, it is thought that some Russian parents may even be reading books to them regularly from an early age. According to one anonymous source in the U.S. Department of Education, if this is the case, it represents a systematic scheme to undermine the West by making their education systems and methods of parenting look shabby. Quote, the Pearl study shows that Russia will stop at nothing to undermine our values, even if that means teaching their children in ways that the modern world long ago rejected. It is a clear attempt to meddle with our democratic system by sowing the seeds of doubt in people's minds that the huge sums of money that we spend on education might be largely wasted. Gee, you think? This is a clear threat to our way of life, and you can be sure we will not let them get away with it, unquote. To back up the threat, the governments of the US, UK, Canada, and the European Union are considering placing more sanctions on Russia. This would include the banning the export of exercise books and pens to the country. No more Western textbooks to Russia, folks. And probably in Russia, they're celebrating. It could also see a ban on imports to Western countries of the works of authors such as Tolstoy and Dostoevsky in order to try to prevent the spread of literacy. In addition, a joint international inquiry has been set up to deal with the threat. Amongst other things, it will be looking into the claim that the Kremlin trolls have been attempting to undermine literacy rates in Western countries by advertising the works of Russian authors on social media such as Facebook and Twitter. So there you have it, folks. A satirical piece that nonetheless I think gets it pretty right. I had to share that with you. As I said, I wasn't originally going to do a news and views this week, but this one tickled my funny bone because, sad, but true. Our educational system is crumbling. It's wasting untold amounts of money. We need to get control of it again and throw the snowflake, Gramscian Marxist people out of education and cut back administrative salaries tremendously and get rid of the adjunct system in our colleges and the certification system in our schools, because it's producing exactly this mess that we see going on in Western education. Anyway, I thought I'd share that, a bit of a fun piece for you as the year closes out. I want to wish everybody a happy new year. Remember, folks, there's going to be no vid chat this Friday. There won't be any vid chats until the new year. I haven't yet made the schedule. And there will be no blogs beginning New Year's Eve day until January 3rd. So bear that in mind, please, because I'm taking a little bit of downtime during the New Year holiday. So anyway, I want to wish everybody a happy New Year again, folks. Thank you for all your contributions, memberships, donations, articles, you name it. It's been a wonderful year. Please keep it up and spread the word about these news and views. If you listen to them on iTunes, please give us good reviews on iTunes and help us increase the traffic to the site and everything else. Anyway, Happy New Year, everybody, and I'll see you on the flip side in 2018. Bye-bye.